Realogy and all of its brands is the largest player in the real estate market in the US. With that comes a lot of responsibility. One of the responsibilities is being an agent and a voice for equality and fairness in housing and in business in general. It's an exciting time of year for us. It's conference season, so we start out at Wrapup, where we are this week, and we move on to ARIA and then to Wrapup later in the fall. We have a huge presence at each of these conferences because they're so important to the future of the business and to growth for the Realogy franchise group and for all 5 of our brands.
The partnership with Wrapup that we've had over the past 15 years has been amazing. Wrapup has provided us with access to the Hispanic market that is growing exponentially, specifically fueling the household formations in this country and the first-time home buyer population. This morning's Latina brunch was amazing. Every year it's grown, and it just shows the demand that is out there for Latina entrepreneurs.
The bar raises every time you come to these conventions. You understand that there's no limits. You go back energized and bring this value to your community and to the rest of the agents surrounding you.
Today was really a phenomenal day. John Payton announced that Realogy is supporting HR 1447, the Fair and Equal Housing Act, and that just was the highlight of the day. It was phenomenal. It really was.
Starting in 2019, Realogy will include transgender benefits in all of our health and financial benefit plans. It's another step forward, and it's another example of Realogy taking the lead and doing the right thing when it comes to equality and fairness.
There was a recent study that showed 81% of the LGBTQ market didn't require their realtor or their real estate professional to be LGBTQ, but they required them to be LGBTQ friendly. And so the term ally is really key. We need allies to get these laws passed. We need allies who will stand up for us, and we recognize that.
Realogy has been a very important part of our journey as an organization. All the executives at Realogy have participated, supported, working with ARIA. I really can't think of a situation where we would be in this position today without Realogy nationally and both with the local level with the brokers and agents.
If you look at NAREP's numbers that they published relatively recently, they talk about how the diversity markets are going to represent 75% of home ownership growth in the U.S. between now and 2030. 75%. So failing to be able to develop a diversity sort of practice or the ability to be able to service the customers really means that you're neglecting by some amount that 75% of the market, which is obviously a big mistake.
Whenever I'm out there meeting with the agents, mentioning that we're a sponsor, some of them don't even know, and when they find out, they have a sense of pride. They're happy to be with a brand that supports our initiative and our community, and I've been seeing more and more agents join Wrapup because of that.
People ask me all the time, Nick, you're not Hispanic. Why are you so interested in this? And I tell them, because you've got to look around. This is what our country looks like, a combination of many demographics. And because that is the representation of who we are and how we are living today in our country, we need to be leading the way from our organization.
There are so many incredible ways for real estate professionals and for companies to get involved in growth markets and diversity. It's about being part of the conversation. It's about everyone coming together and bringing their expertise to make the industry a better place. Doesn't matter what your ethnic background is, we're defined by our motivations, which are to empower the dream of home ownership. And when you think about the future of home ownership in America and across the world, it's all of the diversity and growth markets that will be that future.